Good evening, early morning, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. To all the late night owls out there, how's everybody doing this evening? For those who are tuning into Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on Restream, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, uh, that view my showreel TikToks under HCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Doing a little bit of a late night live. I just been resting up, uh, but I'm doing good. I'm doing better. How's everybody doing early this morning? I hope everybody's doing great. What I'm going to do right now, brothers and sisters, is share uh, this live feed to the platforms on YouTube that I normally share to. I hope everybody is doing a great night tonight. We're speaking of the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim, shapeshifter skinwalkers. I have pictures, I have videos of things that I encounter when I go investigate out in the woods. And sometimes these beings, they come into your location because that's what they do. Uh, if they see you as a threat, if they see that you might have a spiritual opening, they will come and try to raise some chaos and havoc around your household. And if they can enter your house, they'll raise some chaos and havoc within your household. These beings truly do exist. I've witnessed them numerous times when I used to live in Elms Grove, when I served the United States Army. 10 years in the, I was 9 years in the cab. Uh, I was, see, 8 years in the cab and a year and a half, or 8 years and a half in the cab and a year and a half in First Armored Division, stationed in Erlangen, Germany. So I witnessed a lot of this activity as I trained in the woods. Uh, that was a terrain I would train offensively and defensively. So I witnessed a lot of things that people might not think that exist. I mean, and when I was in the cav, that's all we did for about 10 months. Just train, train, train. So I would run into all these things, shapeshifter skinwalkers, shadow figures that were very tall, that if you laze them. So I'm going to share this real quick, and we'll continue this. How you doing, Beyond the Box? How you doing, Sister Brenda? I hope you're doing great tonight. Okay, let me share this to Facebook real quick. So I hope everybody is doing good. This weather has just been crazy. A lot of pollen in the air, allergies, redness of the eyes. I talked to my pharmacist doctor, and they're going to give me a different prescription of allergy medicine because the one that I've been taking is not working. So hopefully, and one more share. Boom. There we go. It is shared out, brothers and sisters. How you doing, brother Exuberance? Before I start up this live, for those that join me live here all the time, for those that have known me in the past, that were my friends at one point in time, I'm just here to tell uh, people that I have never had nothing against anybody. I got placed in situations where I had to defend myself, right? Anybody that gets placed in a situation and gets targeted, you're going to defend yourself. But then, you know, things happen. You have friendships, you lose friendships. But I've never had nothing against nobody. The only time I've ever said something about somebody, if I got targeted. So in saying that, I always maintain a heavenly love foundation, brothers and sisters. It's very important. Another question, or another thing I would like to say, I'm too old to be playing games with anybody. I'm just living my life. I've done served my country. I've been through a lot of ordeals, physically and spiritually. So I'm just here to enlighten you with my wisdom and knowledge. If I can help you, if anybody is going through something that they don't understand, if I can help you, I'll give you some spiritual advice to overcome the situation that you're going through. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard because if you're in a situation where things are keeping you bonded and you're trying to free yourself from that, but every time the voices come, because that's what normally happens. I saw this DDN work. Voices come, they might put an image in your head, or they might say something to you because they don't want you to change the path that you're on, even though if the path that you're on is where you're bonded, right? So it can be very overwhelming. Like if you're sinking or drowning, it's like if you're in quicksand. But you can free yourselves from that kind of bondage all through the power and belief in Jesus Christ. That's the key to free yourself from that kind of bondage. Oh yeah, this weather is crazy, brother and sisters. Yeah, my sinuses, my tears wasn't coming out, so I was getting backed up, and a lot of heart stuff has been coming out of my tear ducts. The medicine uh, that I'm on, the what's the name of it? The loratadine is not working right, so they're prescribing me something else, some I think Allegra or something that they're going to send to me. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, I mean, because we have the wisdom and the knowledge of what we've been through, right? So what's the purpose of fighting if we know that fighting, which is anger, is a spiritual opening that this unseen forces use to attack us? Sometimes they'll make situations happen where somebody come at you in a negative way and to see if they can get you upset, to see if they can get you to anger. So it's like every time something like that happens to me, I say, God, give me, tie, bind, and rebuke any negative energies around me, because it's got to be something that's making things happen that way, and it's normally the this unseen forces that I speak of that cause the things to happen this way. It's kind of like me. What happened February was it the 13th to my hand? It was this guy that I knew for years. I've seen him and we've said hi, shaking hands. Uh, this day was weird because I went to go collect some money from this place where I play games online, right? And he just came up to me like he normally does, but this day, I should have been more spiritually aware, more alert, because there was a lot of things happening in my life, with family members. So I had been praying for a lot of people. So this guy just came to me, and I should have seen it spiritually that there's something wrong with this guy. And it's like I wasn't paying attention. We got to protect the vessel, right? Spiritually and physically. When I shook his hand, he had like superhuman strength, like he was possessed or something. He squeezed the hell out of my hand, not once, twice, in which my hand's still recuperating. Still got a numbness, between these two fingers for the peace sign, right? I got numbness, so I haven't been able to do any physical workouts or anything like that till my hand heals. It's it's painful, but he had like superhuman strength. So the only thing I could do, I couldn't get angry. Why? Because it's a spiritual opening. So the only thing I can do is go to where my peace is, which is my inner love foundation. I can ignore what he was doing to my hand, right? Because I knew whatever was in him was trying to transfer itself to me if I angered. So I did not anger, but my hand still hurts, but it's healing, brothers and sisters. Oh yeah, like half the people that, if you've known the story of all the trolling that was happening to me, and some of these people that were my friends and they're not my friends no more, or whatever, they started, because I don't know, is that what they do or what? I can't focus on what people say, or what people do. The only thing I can do is focus on maintaining my heavenly love foundation. And sometimes you have to distance yourself away from people that, because there are some people that are just troublemakers. They love the chaos, the havoc, the going back and forth. That's all they know. Me, I know that that's not good. That's a spiritual opening. Even though I'm not perfect, I know I faltered when I was going back and forth too. So I said, you know what? From now on, I just gotta focus on doing the good works. That's why I created spiritual encrypted encounters, and that's what I've been doing the good works. Oh yeah, I've seen it in the battlefield, brothers and sisters. I mean, being in the Battle of Medina Ridge, a lot of people lost their lives out there. Uh, they had spiritual openings. Some of the spiritual openings that they had is they had killed already innocent women and children. There were uh, killed some families in Kuwait. So they already had that spiritual opening of taking lives, right? And they had the spiritual opening of, I guess, anger, hatred, and fear. So the degen was taking them out. Even though we were fighting the degen, which I consider like a DDN, because they're in spirit form. Some people, the djinn call it a genie, but it's a spirit, right? Um, that was tearing them up, entering their bodies, because the spiritual opening was there. When I say entering, it's like possessing them, picking up weapons, pointing at the enemy, or because we were to them that we were the enemy, right? To us, they were the enemy. And then that person gets eliminated, and the djinn jumps for another person, goes from person to person. And I'm seeing it go into people, jumping from person to person. Well, in that sense of a way, when you go to church, well, I used to see the same thing happen, where there's unclean spirits into people, jumping from person to person. I would see them up in the ceilings of the church that will glide down and enter a person. And I'm like, I would say to myself, how come nobody can see this? So I'm seeing these dark shadow figures, which were in disembodied form, spirit, going into people. And it's like when they will enter a person, that person will laugh, that person will cough real loud, trying to interrupt the sermon that the preacher was saying, right? Jump into a baby, make a baby cry. And that was in the holy ground. But what's in the holy ground? You have sinners. You have people that might be on the wrong path. So it's using people entering people that have spiritual openings. That's how they enter, um, through spiritual openings. Okay, let me see what we got here. Yes, and, some people might have understanding, and there's others that don't, that won't have the understanding. Uh, I've dealt with it all my life. I've seen it. I've seen I've seen some people that had many demons in them, and when I talk about many demons, you could say they had the legion in them. Where I remember I was coming, it was I was in elementary, and there was this house that I would always pass by, and I didn't like passing by this house because every time I passed by this house after school, the man would be there. And this man was he was mentally challenged individual, but he was an older man, and he would stand butt naked in front of the door. Like, you see the glass, you could see him butt naked. At the same time, that's not the only thing you could see. You could see the demons in him. There's a entering and coming out of him in spirit form. So you could tell he was being demonized. The way he would make his facial expressions, how fast it would change, and you could see the this DDN that I speak of, or the legion or demons coming in and out of his body. You know, I would tell my mom what I would see. And I would tell her that he needs prayer. But I was just a kid. But I would witness this. But the demons within him knew I could see him, so they were like putting me to a spiritual test. But there was many of them. At that time, I guess it wasn't my time to. I mean, I could have done something, but didn't have the wisdom and knowledge to do what I do now. You know. But yes, this man was heavily demonized. Imagine standing naked in front of a door, and I mean, he just totally demonized. I feel sorry for the guy. You know, they say he was mentally challenged, but that's not what I've seen. I've seen him being possessed. Many demons in him, going in and out. It's kind of like smoke all around him, where they're moving in him like snakes, and just all over his face, his body, his legs. He was infested with demons. I'm just surprised that they never send a church member or a preacher or anybody to do an exorcism on him. I would tell my mother what I would see, and she was like, uh, "Just don't look. Just if he," and he would tap on the door to try to get to him. She would tell me not to look, right? So I would look this way, and he'll be banging on the glass door, and then if I looked, you could see the demons, and even the way his face changed. You could see that he was being demonized. If I had the wisdom and knowledge that I have now, I would have typed and rebuked him out of him. But yeah, he was heavily demonized. Maybe it could have been a generational curse, or somebody might have done something to him. I don't know. Yeah, I wish I had a recorder or something in that time frame. This happened in the 70s. How heavily demonized this guy was. Out of all the people that I've witnessed throughout my lifetime, even the ones that I witnessed in Mexico, this guy was heavily demonized. I say he had the legion in him, man. He had so many going in and out of his body. It's kind of like just like a constant movement, that I was able to see the dark shadow spirits or demons going in and out of them. I do got some short reels for y'all. I hope y'all enjoying the conversation. Does anybody have any questions for me? How you doing, Sister Abigail? If anybody's got any questions, and I can about what I'm speaking about. This happened when I was in elementary. Um, because I know the topic is DDN Shapeshifter Skinwalker, but this is important because this is dealing with the same thing. You know, a shapeshifter Skinwalker is an unclean spirit, right? They've made some deals and they're unclean spirits. So they're in spirit form, shadow figures, and they're able to shapeshift or manifest into whatever they got promised through witchcraft and necromancy. So this is no different than what I'm speaking about. You know, but those are the memories that I have with me is those encounters of people like that I know now of exactly what to do to be able to assist that individual. Then I was just a kid. Oh yeah, it's entirely different. I mean, you hear it when you hear people say, "Well, I got a weapon, I'll shoot him." Well, you're gonna kill a person, a vessel. You know, it's sometimes it's not the person's fault that they're being spiritually targeted. The only way you can get rid of somebody being oppressed that way is through prayer, by type and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. You gotta have true faith, true belief in Jesus Christ, and you cannot have no spiritual openings because whatever that individual has can transfer to you because they're going to see you as a spiritual threat. So they're going to attack. If you have an opening, they will attack. It reminds me of, I think I don't know if y'all seen it. This was it's on season 3, episode 2. On the video on the show that I was in, it shows a part where there's a female that drives me to my house, and I'm telling her thank you for the ride. I had fixed her tire, right? Uh, when we get to my house, parked to the side of the house, she says, "Who's that behind us?" Right. As soon as we pulled up, it was a shadow figure behind us. I was like, and I looked, and then she said, "Oh, there's another one in front of us." So there was one in front of us, one in the back, and then there was one to the left and one to the right. So we were surrounded by 4 shadow figures, right? Something attracted those shadow figures. So I told her she needs to leave. I went outside to go to fight spiritually, like I had been doing. Started praying and fighting spiritually through prayer, through Jesus Christ. When she took off, they all took off after her, like moving super fast, because they're in disembodied form, in spirit form. She said that I had gotten a phone call, like maybe 50 minutes later. She said that she was exiting the mobile home park, and that a dark shadow figure came moving fast out of the woods, hit her vehicle, and almost knocked her into a little creek. And she was scared, uh, and petrified. And she said that she would never go to the mobile home park again. I asked her, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Sure." Said, "I've seen people get attacked, but I've never seen 4 of them go at you the way that went at you. It's got to be you got to have a spiritual opening of some sort." And I asked her, "Do you have hatred, anger, or something like that within you? Because you sure attracted them." She said that this is what she told me. She said, "Yes, I hate my ex-husband. I wish he was dead." So that is called unforgiveness, right? So unforgiveness is a spiritual opening. That's why they chased her, because she said she wished she was dead. So that's opening that they used to attack, to try to attack her. And I never seen her again. I don't know whatever happened to her. How you doing, cousin Gilbert? Well, she hated her husband, her ex, and wished death upon him. Right there, that's death. Is anger, hatred, vengeance. I mean, that's not good. That's not a heavenly love foundation. So, those things, they don't care. They don't care what side of the balance you stand. They just want one thing: your vessel, which is what's within your vessel, your spirit. So if your armor has kinks, right, which is your vessel has kinks of what I speak of, then they can use those openings to attack. She never came back to the area. As a matter of fact, she don't even pass through that road. She doesn't go through that area. Uh, but like I said, I never heard from her ever again. This happened in Elms Grove. If you watch season 3, episode 2, something is out there. It's not human. This woods are haunted. That's a episode I was on, season 3, episode 2. And there was a little clip of that moment of when the things started going around the vehicle. I mean, they're in spirit form, so they move very rapidly. So I went into prayer. I had a fight, but they attracted it. They seen the opening. If somebody has a spiritual opening, boom, they'll come. No, I don't know if she dabbled in something or anything like that. All I know is I helped her out with a flat tire. You know, uh, I was with a friend that we had gone to pool. I told her, I'll fix your flat. Just drop me off. I live up the road. She said, sure. I fixed the flat. And she dropped me off, and that's when it happened. Not in just a mere matter of seconds. Activity picked up that fast. But I was protecting her, man. Or yeah, whoever's here, I was protecting her. But they chased her out of the park. So how's everybody doing? Any questions, anybody would like to ask me? I'll answer whatever questions you want me to ask. I'll answer them. But I do have a video that I created today. As you know, yesterday, wherever tuned in, I created like 3 videos. I shared those videos, and I created another one today. So I might do a replay of the videos that I shared. Uh, I know Tuesdays is kind of slow, uh, but what the hell, right? So how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody is doing great, or should I say, this morning. Yeah, I had some strange encounters, many strange encounters. I mean, yeah, I have encounters that I'm growing, but I had a lot of encounters when when I was a kid. Yes, brother exuberance. There, I've been having a lot of views on TikTok. the one that manifests and turns into an owl or something huge that looks like an owl. That one has like 1,700 views or something like. And people are liking the video, the short reels. It's they're under. I'll write it here in the chat. What did I say it was? I'll tell you. Let me look real quick. HCS 895. And the short reels there, you know, I mean, I do appreciate it when you hit the like button on the YouTube ones too. But the short reels on TikTok are more broader. It shows everything. When I do the short reels on TikTok, it takes away from the picture. On TikTok, it doesn't. It shows the whole everything I'm trying to show on there. So the one with the owl has 1,710 views right now on TikTok. I created one before I did the show. That one only's got 115. Um, I'm trying to make videos with motion where there's movement instead of But I do like sharing the pictures also. Some people like the even when I share a picture, but they like it when there's movement. So if I can capture something that's moving or doing something out of ordinary, I'll place that. But the one with the owl has 1,710 views right now. Yeah. Well, I got a crazy one, another crazy show reel right now. I was trying to see if I can get a little bit more viewers, but I know it's late at night. I don't know if anybody else is doing a podcast, or I know Brother Josh Turner is doing a live right now. So I figured, I know Cousin Jesse hasn't been feeling well. So I said I'll wait till 12 o'clock and go from 12 to whatever time. Last night, I was sharing the short reels. If you want to, I can re-show the short reels. The one you uploaded with a clear shadow is mind blowing. The clear shadow. You can share it here, Exuberance. You can share the short reels here if you can for me, please. I would appreciate it. So people can check them out. I'll post them up there on top. With a clear shadow is mind blowing. Yeah. The one that's by the woods, a place like this cool, Brother Gilbert, Primo Gilbert. Yeah, I talked to him earlier. He said he wasn't feeling well. He was really tired, so I figured he's still tired. So I wasn't gonna bother him today, so he can get his rest. And sometimes when things like that happen, brother, that's part of spiritual warfare. The unseen forces want to keep you a certain way, right? This is shadow figure real. I'm trying to see which one that is that you're talking about. What's what's the name of the title, Brother Exuberance, of that short reel? So I can post it here, so I can share it. So I posted. Yeah, it's the weather. A lot of allergies, a lot of pollen. Uh, you ever remember when people think last were saying, "Hey, what's the matter with you? You know, are you okay?" The allergies were kicking my butt. You know, like my eyes were all puffed up. Uh, my eyes were all red. Uh, you know, it, they were getting the best of me. The allergies. Oh, okay. Let me share that one. DDN Grove. Let me go find it so we can share it here for the viewers. DDN Elms Grove. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Yeah, I found it. Uh, this one I showed it yesterday just as a picture, and I said people liked it, and I said, "Do you think I should make it a short reel?" And then everybody was saying, "Yes, make it a short reel." So yeah, there are a lot of people are freaked out with that one, and I'm going to share it right now with you. This is Elms Grove. There you go. So I can view it. These are the trees right here. They're trees. But look how big this sucker is. It's thicker than the trees. It's wider than the trees that are there. So I'll move it to the side so y'all can see me and the video. Yeah, it's just pretty big. It's bigger than the tree. It's wider than the tree. The tree that's right to the left of to the right of it is wider than the tree. Oh yeah, man, and they're there. Um, I've run into that one numerous times. The one in this picture. Me and my son were fishing. Were fishing. Who's there? Oh, me and my son were fishing. On the other side of Elms Grove, there's a creek. You know, I guess where I captured an image or something. I need to make that one a short reel. I'm gonna make that one a short reel also. Um, we were fishing. The sun was fixing the sets. It was like around 5:30, and we got the our lures in the water, and we're just sitting on the side of the creek. Next thing you know, I seen that one walk because it was on the other side of the creek, the other land that's across the creek. He came walking and stood by the edge of the creek, and he was looking at us like that. He was just staring at us. And my son was small, and I didn't want my son to see it. And I said, "Mijo, just let's let's go home, reel it in, and we'll go home." He was just standing on the edge of the other side of the creek, looking straight at us, and he was massive. And I shouldn't, and it wouldn't move. It was staring right at us. But I didn't want my son to see that way. I said, "Come on, let's go home, and maybe we'll stop at the store and get something to eat." So I didn't want my son to see it because if you would have seen something like that, fear factor, right? So once we reeled it in, and I was looking at it to let it know that I wasn't afraid of it. When we started walking away, it went back into the woods, like it was telling me in a sense of way, get out of my territory. Now, uh, whether was it something that was in the flesh or was it something that was demonic? All I know, it showed itself to me, and it was still daylight, and it was looking at me like it wanted to do something, but I wasn't afraid of it. You know, when you see something like that, you're not supposed to see show any kind of fear because they sense fear, right? So that's 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 huge, man. That has to be, I would say, 12 to 13 foot tall, or taller than 13 foot tall. I would have to go back to that area to measure that height from where it's standing. Yeah, but that's pretty tall. Now, there's the creek goes around the bend and goes a good mile, a mile and a half. That creek goes all the way to Belton Lake. So that's a creek that runs a long distance. There's a lot of wooded area there. So I'm wondering, if it is something that's in the flesh for those that are cryptid hunters. I wonder if there's a layer or cave or an opening somewhere where this huge things that's massive like that, came from, or if it's just a DDN, that it manifests because that's the area that it haunts, or that's where the curse is at. If there's a curse, a native curse, because maybe the local natives as a native in your burial ground, or maybe that's a form of a shapeshifter skinwalker. I don't know. I know where it's at. If somebody would want to go with me, I will show you where that location is, where I took that picture. Just one thing about me is, like, I know each picture that I've taken, I know where the location is. It's just I don't want to put nobody in danger. Yeah, I think uh, I had a picture where you could see like another figure right in the back of it. I never posted the photo, but what I can do is go to the photo and send it to the messenger, and what you can see, I mean, even right there. Let me see. Let me go to it. But let me make it big. It was still the same thing. So let me see. Right in here. So what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do is make a screenshot. Have a picture where you can see what seems to be a native presence, like a native right beside it, a face. Uh, so I'm gonna take a screenshot of it, and let me see if I can find it first. Let me find it, and I just wanted to focus on showing the figure, you know, but there is something beside it. Yeah, I believe a native spirit, which to me that could be a shadow. What do you call it? Shapeshifter skinwalker. Let me find a picture. Yeah, I might have. Huh? Trying to find the picture that you could tell like there was like something standing beside it, like a. Okay, I think this is this it. See, I can get to it. How you doing under fire? So let me work on this, and I'm gonna crop it so I can show you what I'm talking about. I used to have a lot of photos like this. I just people targeted me saying, "Oh, that's pareidolia." What they don't understand is every photo that I capture is because I sense something, I heard something, whether it's movement, a growl, somebody whispers something, uh, somebody talking a different language. Wherever I hear that kind of activity, I would move the camera or take a picture. This is a screenshot from when I moved the camera because I felt the energy beside me because my hair stood up. And I already knew that when I debunked the video that I was going to capture something because my spiritual senses are pretty keen. And that's what I captured. That monstrous shadow figure or shapeshifter skinwalker. Let me get to that. All right. Good night, cousin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the close up of it. I believe this one has a close up of it, but let me uh, share the close up on. See, okay, there it is. Let me share it with you. Here we go. See where it's standing here? Right here. If you look close, it looks like a native, but that's pretty big, But in this area, you're able to see a face. If you were to really look close up or take a screenshot and crop it and change colors to it, you're gonna see a native face here. So That's what I was figuring that it could have been a shapeshifter skinwalker. But yeah, they're pretty massive there in Elms Grove. As far as I know, the Taka ones were very tall people. The natives that used to live in the area, they were very tall. There, that's a pretty good close up right here of it. You can see the ears and everything, the body. Uh, it could be something else here, and but yeah, it's just pretty big. So let me go with y'all right there. Yeah, so that's why when I seen the native beside it, if you were to how should I say, take that screenshot right there and take it to an app store and change the different background, you're gonna see a native standing right there. You're gonna be able to see the face of a native, which leads me to believe that that's possible a possible well, if I'm seeing a native by that beastly creature, it's because it's a shapeshifter skinwalker. Right? The tribal chiefs used to say that Bigfoot corrupted their people. How would Bigfoot corrupt the people? Because it taught them witchcraft and necromancy, in which the Bigfoot or Sasquatch is the name that they gave it, but it's truly a DDN, a demonic entity that taught them the witchcraft and necromancy. If you really take a screenshot of that and get close up to it, you're gonna see a native standing, a native Indian, right? Native right beside it, like its spirit is attached to it, right? In which the dogman, werewolf, bear, whatever you want to call it, is a manifestation because its true form is the spirit form of the native. Yeah, I have to really look into some other old photos that I have that I need to look at my old phone. I have a lot of photos that I never did nothing with them because tired of the harassment. People targeted me when I was trying to bring these things that are in the woods to light to warn people up to be careful when you go out there and do investigations. For example, ghost hunting or looking for a Bigfoot or looking for a dogman because what you might run into out there is something completely different, something that's able to manifest, but not just manifest to attack you spiritually and physically. I think you can see the native spirit right beside it, which is to the you can see the face of the native and everything. Let me see where we at. That's the wrong one. So yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing that one. We got 10 viewers here. I will share the most current video. I know if people are tired or how long they're going to stay up, or I want to show the most current. Well, it's not a current video. Like I said, I was looking to my archives of the past, where I have a lot of pictures that I never replaced because people were targeting me because I'm bringing this spiritual aspect to things, of how they're in spirit. Because sometimes, like when I took that picture, I could only sense something beside me. I couldn't visually see anything, but I was able to capture it in camera. Because it's invisible, it's in spirit form. But the camera captured it. In saying that, I have a lot of pictures that I haven't placed that I can create short reels of, and that's going to be my project. And this next weeks to come is gather all the photos that I have and make short reels. But yes, I have I can share the other ones that I shared, and then I'll share the most current upload. Matter of fact, I'll share it right now. I mean, for whoever's here is going to enjoy this, and whoever's not here, well, they're not here, right? So here we go. Let me go to the most current upload. Well, this one is a pretty good one too. I could share this one also. Why not? Let me share the ones from yesterday for those that didn't view them. Uh, Let me know what you think about them. I'll share this one right here. This is a pretty good one. It's at nighttime. And let me start it from the beginning. Show you the original photo. Pay close attention to this video. Okay, here it is right here. I'll pause it when this happened at nighttime. It's one of the videos I shared yesterday, brothers and sisters. There it is. For those that have an eye to see, what was creepy about this one, some people say that it's got fur on it, but at the same time, I'm seeing something weird here, because right here is a face, right? Here's the body. This is like an arm here, but what was weird about this is there's like a upside down cross right here. If this were a face, but I believe this might be a shapeshifter skinwalker, because there's a face here, but then another face up here. So this could be a shapeshifter skinwalker. This looks like an animal face here, but below it you can see what seems to be a human face. It's got an upside down cross. You can see that the cross is upside down. I'll let y'all view that for a little bit. Just let me know what you think about that. So I believe that's a shapeshifter skinwalker. He's got his hide on his head. You still see a face, a human-like face, right below it. And let me push play. Let's go to the beginning. I was using my flashlight. I was doing a night mission. And here it is. And you go in the darkness. And that's the image that I seen. It tried to send an image to my head of something in black, like black, standing in the path. But it was literally standing right there by the woods, by the tree. Standing right here. And let me stop sharing this one. Go back to y'all. Yeah. So it was got an upside down cross is because it is whatever that is dabbled with the witchcraft or necromancy. Skinwalkers and shapeshifters. That's what they would do. They said that the Bigfoot, Sasquatch taught them witchcraft or necromancy, which will make him demonic. Right. That's why I call them the disembodied demonic Nephilim. They take different manifestations, which is shape shifting. Right. They're able to appear and disappear. They can go from beastly to beastly to beastly, like in a matter of milliseconds. They can manifest to something different all through witchcraft or necromancy in a blink of an eye. So I want to share another video that for those that didn't see it, and I'm going to share them quick so y'all can see them. Let me go find it real quick. The other video that I shared yesterday. Well, there's actually another two more videos there. Why not? I'll show them to y'all. Of the most current ones that I've shared. Here you go. Here you go. This one here. And there's another one up here. But what's weird about this, brothers and sisters, is that this one here kind of looks like a werewolf, right? But this one up here looks like a Bigfoot, what people call Bigfoot or Sasquatch. See how tall that one is compared to this one? That's one of the captures. I have the original photo of it. There's just a close up of it, so you could take a good look at how they look. Yes, I think there's one where it stands out the most. Let me see if I can find it. I'm waiting to pause on the. There you go. So here's the face. It's not a pretty face. Nose, the eyes. And then this one is here's the face. He's looking down at this one. But you can see it's different than how this one looks. And it's taller. And it's not showing the full picture because like it says if you look at this video on TikTok, you'll be able to see the full picture that the arm extends further out. But that one's way taller than this one. What is it? Just wanted to share this photo. Let me go to y'all to see what y'all think about that. See what y'all think about that photo. Yes, it's not that I think. I know it's demonic because I brushed against it and it tried to attack my vessel through possession. I had to fight spiritually, uh, tie, bound, and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. I went into prayer. It tried to. We crossed paths. Me and the Bigfoot crossed paths. What people call a Bigfoot, to me at nighttime, they look just like a dark shadow figure. So it's like I was exiting the woods and he was entering the woods. As I think I have a story where I was in the wood line. I was all decked out in my camouflage, looking for the thing that lured my son into the woods. Then I hear something making a weird noise beside me because I'm in the woods, in the wood line. And when I look to my left, I see this little thing that stands probably like 4 feet high, and it's got a lot of teeth, and it's making this weird noise. And I grabbed my machete. I had a machete, and I was fixing to hit it on top of the head because I don't know what it was, but he was standing on twos. As I was fixing to hit it on the head, spiritually, the Heavenly Father told me, "Don't do it." So I pulled my machete back up and I walked out of the wood line. As I walked out of the wood line, it's making like a weird noise, like it's sending a signal that it's in danger. As I'm going on onto the highway, coming out of the wood line, I see, because it was a big path, something huge entering, crossing the street, entering the exit area. I was coming out, and I thought when he was going to hit me that I was going to bounce back because it was massive, but it went through me. As it went through me, and I made it to the road, I took a couple of steps and I started feeling weird, like something was trying to take over my body, right? So I went into prayer, a lot of bad thoughts, whatever. Basically, I rubbed against something that was demonic, very evil, uh, unclean spirit. That I didn't go directly home. I went to the park and I fought spiritually there. And I prayed for the Heavenly Father to cleanse my body from whatever was trying to attack my body. In which I was out there for about a good hour before I felt better. The it was pure evil. Uh, I'm just letting you know because of experience that they're demonic in nature. Well, I brushed against it. It went right through me. So if it was a flesh being, it would have hit me and I would have bounced back, right? It was something in the flesh. It went through me. So that's letting me know that the Bigfoot is a disembodied spirit. And you could say the DDN, spirit of the Nephilim. That's what they are, uh, demons. But the little one was trying to deceive me. He was trying to trick me. I think if I would have hit it with a machete, I would have hit the ground, and it could have possibly attacked me or try to possess me because I was doing an act of something bad, right? Which is trying to kill something, in which that could have been a spiritual opening for it to attach itself to me. In which I'm glad that the Heavenly Father told me don't do it. Yeah, I just didn't feel the evil, Sister Monica Davis. It was trying to possess me. The thoughts, the thoughts that came with that was not good. We're talking about the evil that it has is not good. Thoughts of hurting people and stuff like that, of the things that it's done, it's not good. It's has tormented and destroyed many people. So as you can see in this one, like I showed you, there's two of them there. But let me, which is the one to the left looks like a dog man, or possibly, they're demons. That's their manifestations. The other one looks like a Sasquatch, the one to the right. So this goes to the cryptid community, and I have other pictures. The picture I'm going to show you after the other show reel, you're going to see a werewolf, lycanthrope, and something that looks like a Bigfoot. So when they tell me that the Bigfoots and Dogmans don't get along, that they fight, that's bullshit. I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit. And here's the proof. There's a Bigfoot, what people want to call a Bigfoot. I call it DDN. And there's one that looks like a werewolf. I have several pictures like that where they're side by side. They're just uh, side by side. So just to let you know that they're the same, demonic in nature. So let me go on to the next one. Oh, wrong one. Oops. This one's a little bit dark, but that's okay. I'll share it with you. Okay, here's another one. Check out that one. I'll stop, pause it there. The main focus of this one is this one that's here. Werewolf like, what people want to call a dog man. You can see the ear, the head, the eyes, the muzzle, the nose. Close up of it. And my main focus on this reel was this. But there's something that looks like there's here, something else up here. But my main focus was this. So I'm just gonna push play so y'all can see. That's how it would look if it was in the darkness at night. So imagine something, you're out there in the woods and you run into something that's staring at you because the only thing you're seeing is a glow in the eyes. So in the darkness, it looks like it's got white eyes, right? There will be the look, it will be pitch black like this, blending in the environment. I just wanted to share how it will look, how they can blend in Mother Nature. Okay, let me go to the comment section. There we go. This is why they can never capture nothing, because what they're looking for is something that's in the flesh. Well, I'm proving here through evidence on spiritual encrypted encounters that what I capture is of the spirit. It's not in the flesh. It's of spirit, in which is able to manifest to look like something beastly, like that photo that I have here right now. But just because it looks beastly doesn't mean that it is of the flesh. It's just a manifestation. Yeah, uh, you know, some will say that they're man-made. Some will say they're hybrid. Some will say it's a government doing experiments and all this. Well, I beg to differ. Of what I've encountered is something that has been here for a very long time. They were called Nephilim at once. They got destroyed. So the only thing that was left was their spirit to roam Earth because it wasn't created by God or by the devil. They were created by the Watchers, which we know as demons. Um, I call them disembodied because they're in spirit form. They lost their vessel. Disembodied demonic Nephilim. The disembodied demonic Nephilim roam Earth, just trying to find a host to possess. That's what they do. This is why it's important to maintain a heavenly love foundation and protect any opening you might have of fear, anger, belief, unforgiveness. You have to close all those spiritual openings so these things won't have a way to attack you spiritually. Yeah. Now, someone said that the UFO drops them down here and drops them, and that they're interdimensional beings because they want to keep it alive. That the Bigfoot is very real. That is, it's very smart and well, the DDN. That's what they've been here for a very long time. So here we go. I'm going to share. I'm going to share with y'all the most current video, which I think when I share this video, when people say you heard the experts from all different podcasts, right? Did they say that the Bigfoots and the Dogmans don't get along? That they're territorial? That they're alpha males and all this stuff? Some say that the Bigfoots are was it humanoids or feral beings and all this stuff. Check out this show reel that I'm going to share with y'all right now. Let me get it ready. Alrighty, let me get to the meet. But before I go, does anybody have any questions that you want to ask me that I could answer, or hopefully I've been answering your questions accordingly? The aircraft, I believe, that's the aircraft like UFOs and all that. That's advanced technology that could be advanced technology that Hitler could have. He was tampering with things like that. Hitler was tampering with portals of other dimensions. Uh, he was experiment with like a super soldier serum, which I believe that was steroids. That's what I believe that was. Because when I was stationed in Germany, a lot of those guys were massive, were huge, like a lot of muscle mass. I believe that was like to make him bigger, stronger, right? So I wanted to be the ultimate race. So in order for him to gain a lot of wisdom and knowledge, well, what did he do? Associate himself with demons, DDN. They're calling many names. I'm more sure he was making contact with something in that nature. But I'm going to share this so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let me share this. Share the screen. Man, whoever's not here, they're missing a good show. Uh, let me get to the photo. There it is. Okay. Check out this one, guys and girls. Let me go to the original photo. Here you go. Okay. Huh. That is weird. I'm trying to get to this photo that I'm sharing right now, but it's not showing it. Showing it. Uh, I know where I shared it from, but it's not showing me the photo. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna post it in a good picture. Okay, here we go. Check this shit, yo. Check out this, y'all. Look at this one. The face of a woman. Either she's got a fur on her. She looks native. If it's a female, right? But then here seems to be like a werewolf, lycanthrope. Yeah, it's right there. So you can get another image of it. There you go. There it is right here. But the face looks weird. It looks white, which could be a bruja, because I don't think. And then over here you can see this werewolf head of sort right here. It's got the eyes. Okay, let me just keep on playing it. Oh, that was a good one right there. There we go. One there. me go to y'all, see what y'all think. Let me catch up to the comments here. Let's see. Exuberant says, if you think it's part of the greater agenda to keep people unaware, what does this? Yes, I believe so. Uh, yes, it definitely are. But I gotta be ready for work. Okay. Have a good night. Yes, could be a bruja. I mean, if they practice the dark arts, yeah, I could say it could be a bruja within living within Mother Nature. But I'll push play for y'all so y'all can check it out one more time. Bruja. I think I might have a close up of it. Let me see. I think I do have a close up. See, I can share the. See, I can do a close up of it. Oh no, it just explains some people probably have to be up. That's probably why they're not here. That's okay. Uh, a lot of people watch the replays. Uh, I like doing it like this because I can share my videos and share pictures and stuff like that. Um, but a lot of the views or my short reel TikToks that's getting gives me attention, you know, to my channel. So here's the image. Let me see. Let me get rid of this one. Okay, here it is. See here, there, and then up here Looks like a werewolf. Her there and it there. You know, it's like could be a lot more other things in this picture. You know, but I don't want to focus on like too many things. I'm trying to just put out the obvious, which would be her and whatever's up here. Okay, here we go. Let's try to do a 2 hour show. I do have a picture of something creepy. You're into creepy stuff of a face looking at me. It's an old picture from Elm's Grove. Let me share that one with you. It's literally staring at me from the woods. Let me find it. There, look at that. See, it was sharing it. There we go. That's from Elm's Grove. Like I said, a lot of strange things happened in Elm's Grove. What do you think about that picture? I done this app thing to circle out the face so you can see it better. Where you can see the eyes, the nose, the forehead. Yeah. So for those who like going hunting for ghosts and stuff like that, entering the woods or going into haunted places, you might never know. Something might be staring right at you and you don't even know that it's staring at you. Just like this image was staring at me. I got several other videos. Yeah, that's freaky. That's from Elms Grove Estates. Let me see. Yeah, it's a nose. There's the eyes. All right. That photo was taken uh, before the sun was setting. It was already getting dark. The sun was setting when I captured the picture. The picture was taken in Elm Scroll. Well, the circle frame is something that I did just for the face to stand out. I need to find the original picture where you can see it hiding behind the leaves, and you can see the face looking through the leaves. Between leaves, you can see the face. I did a thing so you can stand out, so you can see it closer. But I'll have to look into my archives of where this picture, the original picture is. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, brothers and sisters. I wanna say thank you for those that take the time. I know Tuesdays is kind of slow. Uh, I'll say thank you for those that tune in. I know I'm a little bit tired myself, um, but I try my best to show evidence and stuff like that. I have, like I said, several pictures I have to work on that I want to create show reels and stuff like that for them. But I do have a picture of a portal. Let me show you the picture of a portal. It looks like a portal, but this portal is up on the trees. Uh, Let me find it. It's like an old picture. It's an old picture. Let me see if I can find. This one I had to look into the arch. I had to go way down to find it. Or was it there? Here it is. Here's one of a here's one of a portal, and this one is nothing to for it to stand out. It's literally a portal. Looks like a circle and everything. Yes. Check this one out. I'll pause it right there. Circular portal right here behind me. It goes all the way around. Circle formation. On top, it's a circle formation on the trees. And if you really look close, there's things coming out of the portal. There's a face here. You think, but this is a portal. You can see it, the round circle here, goes here. There's a portal right here above the trees. So I'm going to push play. There you go. That's a good one right there. There's a good one of it. I mean, it's a little bit lighter. You could ever see things out here somewhere. They're out of the portal already. That one kind of looks like that owl one that I captured. And of course, you're able to see the face here of what's within the portal. Another one here. Possibly one here also. Push play. There you go. There's more attention on the portal. You can see the beastly face. You can see something here. Things that are coming out of the portal. Continue, push play. You see one here. This one here. Another one there. I just let it run like that for a little bit. Yeah. Something coming out of the portal, man. They're coming out of the portal. Also, I'm thinking when people say that they're interdimensional beings, well, they're coming from a different dimension for sure. But I say more like out of the hell realm. I'll give an example of what they say is a portal. This could be a portal. And it looks like that right there. It's like you can't see through it, but it's got a reflection. So this could be used as a portal, right? It's black obsidian, but that could be used as a portal. That's how they travel. A glass, something that has a reflection. If you look at this and you look at that's on the screen, it looks like this, something like this, right? But it's bigger. That is something can come in and out. Something that's in spirit, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying. The hell realm. We got Rebel in the house. He wants a treat. And that's me way back in the day when I was younger. I don't know. I was a little bit. I think I was like 34. I don't know how old I was there. That time frame when I took this video. I was in my 30s, I think, or possibly early 40s. But still look the same. Just a little bit older. All right, there we go. Now I got a question for those that are tuning in here late at night. Yeah, Rebel, he cannot get a treat. Is there anything that you would like me to share with y'all? Any questions? You know, any questions that you would like to ask that I could give you an answer? But that day was a day that I captured a lot of things in those woods. I have another video where I captured the thing moving behind me because I had the same shirt. I captured a dark shadow figure. I have the short reels of them. there was so much activity that day that it was overwhelming. I was being surrounded by dark energies. And it was very overwhelming. Uh, but I still maintained my love foundation. I stayed spiritually alert, and I went into prayer. Said the Our Father, and I got out of there. Yes, it's very hot and heavy in that area. Yeah, he's happy now. He got his treat. Now he's eating his food. Yeah, he's a pretty good dog. Rebel is. I don't take Rebel with me. I don't take none of my dogs out to the locations I go investigate because I don't want nothing to happen to them. Right. I mean, I know that they would defend me if something will be out there or they will warn me, but I don't like taking them out there. Yeah, I'll be sitting down on the couch and you fall asleep right beside me. You'll let me know when there's somebody outside. We have four German shepherds. Uh, Rocky is pretty big. He'll let me know there's somebody outside. Rebel goes straight to the door to tell me there's somebody outside, whether it be a person or spirit. No, that's the way I trained them. I trained them to be. I mean, that's their instinct, right? But they're they'll let me know. He'll come and stand right in front of the door, looking out the door to tell me there's something out there or somebody out there. Oh yeah, I don't risk it, man. I know what these things can do. In Elms Grove, brothers and sisters, I will find tails of dogs and cats, just the tails in the park where there was no body, just a tail. They will leave just the tail of the animal in the park. And then I ran into a den of nothing but dead animals, where the only thing that was left were their hides. Uh, and it was in a circle radius, like a kill zone or a den, where there was nothing but dead animals. I'm talking about dogs, cats, raccoons, fox, coyotes, and all you could see was hides of dead animals out in the open space. I got out of there real quick. There was a Saint Bernard with a Rottweiler with his spine ripped out of his back, pulled out of his back. Looked like a fresh kill. Also, I was looking, and I told my son to stay away. And I said, "Son, turn around very slowly and let's get out of here." And I got up to, I walked, and said, with no fear, right? I didn't want my son to see all the dead animals that were there. And my son was already in junior high, and we got out of there. Because normally, if there's dead animals, it's got to be if it's a den of dead animals, the predator that's doing that, it's got to be nearby. So we got out of that area, and it was all in the open space. There was I couldn't count how many dead carcasses were out there of dead animals. Yeah, its spine was ripped out of his back. He still had his coat and everything. It was just literally ripped out of his back. And I stopped going to that area. That area, There was like a little pond, and we used to go check out the little pond to see if we could see any fish. I stopped going to that area. A lot of activity out there. I'm telling you, a lot of activity in Elms Grove and the surrounding areas of Elms Grove. The airport, the golf course, the old airport, the golf course, all that land, a lot of activity. You see pictures of missing animals. I think I seen the picture of the missing Rottweiler. It was dead out there in the woods. It's like people were losing cats and dogs, and they were posting pictures of them on the poles of the missing pets. So around that time frame that these animals were missing, it's a time frame of between, I don't know, it's cold around that time frame. So I would say between October all the way to February and January when it's still cold, uh, that a lot of animals wind up missing. So that's all you see. Nothing but signs of people's pets with their names that they're missing. Uh, yes, I believe do exuberance, not just brujeria, voodoo, uh, voodoo. I'll share a story with y'all. I knew some people that were from Africa. They lived in the mobile home park. Uh, the man was supposedly a Christian. He invited me to his home, and I feel some energy in there. And I guess he had a sister that was in the room, but he said she wasn't all up there. That there was something wrong with her spiritually. So one day I'm cutting through the woods because it's a shortcut to get to the store. Instead of going all the way around, I cut through the woods, right? So as I'm going down the path, there's one of those old, what do you call them? Those recordings they use to take portraits, like, nice ones. It was standing on a tripod on the ground in the path. So I went up around the corner, and there was a photographer, and there was this, I guess, African woman, which I believe was a man's sister. She had a light blue dress with flower around her head with a little crown, a little crown, and she was taking a photo op. So I told the photographer, if it's okay, can I cut through there because or else I have to go all the way around. She said, sure, go ahead. Well, as I'm walking in between the photographer and the the female, the female starts growling at me. As she's growling at me, her eyes roll back white, in which she looks possessed, as she's growling at me. Then she pees on herself, where you can see the piss staining the light dress. See the piss dripping down her dress, down by her legs. So I start saying the Our Father, and I got out of there very rapidly. Uh, I went to the store and didn't go back the same way. I went back all the way around, but you could tell that she got demonized. Uh, her eyes were rolled back white. She was talking a different language. Uh, yeah, voodoo, voodoo, or voodoo. she was chanting something, saying something in a whole different language. Her eyes were rolled back white, like she's saying a different language, starts growling at me, and then she literally pisses on herself. And I think the demon or whatever entered her body made her do that because he had full control of her body. So it made her eyes roll back, it made her growl, and it made her piss on herself. And I didn't want to smell all that, so I got out of there. Not that I was afraid, I just got out of there, you know. And that area was the path where I encountered the six when I got surrounded. Oh yeah, it's, you should have seen her. But it's part of spiritual warfare. No, the question is, was she a voodoo priestess, or did she have a spiritual opening that something went into her trying to send me a message? I mean, had her eyes rolled back white. She was growling at me and she was pissing all over herself. Excuse my French. I was see if she pooped on herself. All I know is I seen the urine dripping down her light blue dress. It was a very beautiful dress. So after that, it's like I started thinking that maybe they were into voodoo, the territorial spirits of the Tonka ones, right? Or Shapeshifter Skinwalkers, seen her as a spiritual threat, or and possessed her. You know, took over her vessel to let her know that that's their territory, their property. They're very, how should I say, territorial when it comes to, when we want to talk about Indian native bird grounds or cursed land, right? Very territorial. Yeah, well, she had a bouquet of flowers and everything, taking pictures. I don't know if she was going to get married or what. Uh, the the demon that had control of the body surfaced up and showed itself to me. Like I said before, you know, these things through spiritual law, they identify themselves to me. Even if a person has one in them, she had one in her that it made her piss, roll back her eyes white, made her growl, talking a different language, and pissing on herself. Like the demon that was this or whatever, the unclean spirit that was in her knew that I could see it. So it had to identify itself to me. Monica Davia says, yes, they do that voodoo and hoodoo. Yeah. But we're here in the hitting the 2 hour marker. Is there any more questions you would like to ask me? I think that was one of the first times that I've seen an unclean spirit or demonic entity surface up that way. That the woman eyes were rolled back white. When we think about the Exorcist. Her eyes are rolled back white. She's talking to me a different dialect. She's growling at me and literally pissing on herself. Why is she pissing on herself? Marking her territory, right? When you urinate, you're marking your territory. Yeah. That's what she was doing, pissing on herself. I mean, you could hear it where it was just the front of the dress just getting soaked from the urine, and her eyes were rolled back white. But I didn't get scared. I just typed out, I just went into prayer. So, what I was thinking about, brothers and sisters, I know I get to share a lot here through the stream. Uh, all the people that have been bothering me and stuff like that, or trolling me, you know, I don't know. It's like I'm really thinking about doing some lives on YouTube. That's what I'm thinking about. But I like doing it in this platform because I get to share videos or pictures. I haven't attempted to do that on YouTube or on a regular YouTube channel. And when I do that, I cannot invite people. If I do it off the laptop, I can invite people. The only way I can invite people, if I would, unless there's a way, is it was all on my phone. And she lived a block away from me, like a block and a half away from me. The woman, I've seen another woman. I think she was a bruja. I'll share this story. She lived in the block away from me, and me and my son were at the pool swimming, and it was already they closed the pool at 8 o'clock. So we started walking out of the pool. It's summertime, and in the distance, I see somebody peeking out of a tree, of an oak tree like that, and goes like this. So I walk closely, go check my mail, and I see somebody walking, all dressed in black. They have a what do you call those big old white flowers in her hand, like an orchid, and she's acting strange. She's hiding behind the tree, and then she looks like that, and then she comes, and she's walking with an orchid. She come out of the woods with an orchid, and then she stops and looks at me real weird and starts walking by me and my son, and she's like laughing, acting strange. So I figured that she might have been a bruja or maybe a Wiccan, and she was in the woods, uh, doing things in the woods. I don't know if she was doing rituals or she was talking to the things that are in the woods, but she had a white orchid with her. Uh, and she was acting strange, like she was possessed. The way she was acting was out of the ordinary. So after that, I didn't trust that lady no more. I stayed away from her because she showed me, like I would say, her demeanor, her true demeanor of what she was about. The vertical lives you do on YouTube get new eyes on the channel. Well, me, I'm always me. I'm not gonna pretend I'm somebody else. Uh, I'm not gonna have a fake profile. I'm just gonna be myself. You know, don't got time to be tending to multiple personalities. Think about that. Just like that girl that was peeing on herself. Her vessel was there was an opening, and she got infiltrated, possessed, which could have been by multiple things that could have possessed that host or that body. So I don't got time to be pretending to be somebody I ain't. I'm always me. If somebody's gonna be speaking for Brother HCS, it's gonna be me. Saran CS, it's gonna be me. It's not gonna be nobody else. It's just me. And for the people that have the time to have all these fake profile pictures, makes you wonder, right? You know what I'm getting to. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what kind of negative attachment they might have if they have a lot of fake profiles. If you think about that and you think about the people that get spiritually attacked by, for example, the Legion, because there are many, and a person has many fake profiles, it correlates with one another. That means that that person might be being spiritually bonded and spiritually possessed and they don't even know about it. That's why I say be yourself. Have your personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Be yourself. Don't be somebody you ain't, because all those fake accounts could be many. It's a spiritual opening. Just be careful. That's all I gotta say. Be yourself. Yes, just be yourself, man. I've been myself from since I was a kid all the way up to now. Spiritual warfare is very real. Um, you don't get time to be pretending. I mean, that's spiritual opening. Imagine the people that have like 100 troll accounts and they try to give character to one another. That's, if you can't see it, to me that's a form of possession, man. But how come you just can't be yourself? Why do you have to pretend you're somebody else and give some kind of personality to the fake account? That's a form of possession. You really think about it, that's a form of possession. What's making you do that? How come you can't just be you? Is the bigger question, right? How come you can just be you? If you got a problem with somebody, respond with you. You could address an issue, respond with you. Why create alter egos? It's dangerous. Uh, Alter egos, troll accounts, spiritual openings. To me, that's like a form of possession. It's kind of like I've seen it. I was at this game place, and there was this girl. She was talking like she was talking to to many people, right? But I could only hear her talking. So when I want to go see, she was talking to herself, but talking to unseen things that were around her, addressing everything that was around her. So I already knew what I was gonna do. I was gonna help her. I was gonna free her from those negative attachments. I was gonna tie, bind, and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. Before I even get to say anything, the thought came to my mind. She took off out of the building and ran across a parking lot, across moving traffic, both ways, right? One way and the other. Going all the way to the other side of the street. She's standing on the curb, and I go outside because I'm trying to help her because I noticed that she's being demonized. The girl looks at me and she starts laughing real loud because it's the demons. The demons knew what I was going to do, that I was going to tie, bind, and rebuke them. She turns around and runs into the woods. The demons that have her bonded took her into the woods. I don't know whatever happened to her. All I know is that they ran into the woods. Now, did they want me to follow? Was it going to be an ambush? I did not follow into the woods. I just, the only thing I could do is pray for her from a distance. But I've run into those situations. This situation happened around 1:32 in the morning that I'm speaking about. Like about 3 years ago. And be yourself. And when you're bringing drama to yourself, that's not good. The drama you bring to yourself, those are spiritual openings. And you're leaving an opening for the enemy to attack. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, I'm going to call it a night. I want to say thank you, everybody. Brother Exuberance, my moderator here. We're doing an awesome job. Like I said before, I got nothing against nobody. I'm just trying to live my life and try to help out as many people as possible. Just like the guy that came and shook my hand. He had superhuman strength, like he was possessed, and squeezed the crap out of my hand. February the 13th, I'm still recuperating from it. Still recuperating from my hand. It's not bruised up, but it's still hurting. He didn't squeeze it once, he squeezed it twice. So I have to be more spiritual ready, more spiritually focused. That's why I don't try to pay attention to what somebody's saying or somebody's doing or games that people are playing. I don't got time for that. I have to be spiritual ready at all times. What's happened directly in front of me. And I seen how that guy looked. I should have knew not to shake his hand. But that day, I prayed for a lot of people. So it got me off guard. That's okay. I believe in the Heavenly Father, and my hand will heal. But in saying that, I'll let you all go, brothers and sisters. Good night. Thank you for those that tuned in. I am thinking that I might do some lives on Restream. I mean, on YouTube. Start doing some lives on YouTube. I don't know yet. But I will be creating a lot of short reels. That's for sure. Just like I've been doing. I know I did like 3 and 1 within 2 days, but I'm going to try to create a short reel almost every day. That's my goal. Good night, everybody. God bless y'all. This is Brother Abe C.S. signing off on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I hope you enjoyed the show. Love, light, and blessings to you and your families. Just remember, don't give in to the enemy. Don't anger, because that's what the unseen forces want you to do. Pray for the enemy. Do a little bit of tie binding rebuking. Don't focus in negativity. Dwell in a heavenly love foundation and your personal relationship belief in Jesus Christ. Good night, everybody. Good night, Brother Exuberance. Peace out, everybody.